Today I effed up by accidentally feeding my boss's dog a homemade weed brownie at a work barbecue. For some context, I, 25 male, have been working at this small tech company for about a year. My boss, 48 male, decided to throw a company barbecue at his place to celebrate a successful project. He's a pretty chill guy and has a golden retriever named Cooper who's practically the company mascot. Now, my roommate, 24 female, loves baking, and she recently made a batch of weed brownies for a party with her friends. She used a new recipe, so there were a few regular brownies left over. She told me I could take them to the barbecue. In my morning rush, I grabbed a container from the fridge and headed to the barbecue. You can probably guess where this is going. Yep, I accidentally took the wheat brownies instead of the regular ones. They looked identical, and I had no idea. Fast forward to the barbecue, and everyone's having a great time. I put the container of brownies on the dessert table, and people start digging in. My boss is busy grilling, and Cooper is doing the usual dog thing of begging for food from everyone. One of my coworkers, thinking it's just a regular brownie, decides to give a piece to Cooper. The dog happily scarfs it down. About an hour later, I'm watching Cooper stumbling around the yard, looking like he's having the time of his life. It finally clicks that I must have brought the wrong container, and my heart drops. I rush over to the dessert table and check the container. Sure enough, there's a sticky note on the bottom that says special brownies. Panicking, I grab the container and start discreetly warning my coworkers about the brownies. Some of them had already partaken and were starting to feel the effects. Thankfully, most people found it hilarious and were good sports about it. However, I still had to tell my boss. I sheepishly approached him and explained the situation. He stared at me for what felt like an eternity before bursting into laughter. I couldn't believe it. He was cool about it, and he even thanked me for providing some unexpected entertainment. The barbecue continued, and people took it in stride. Cooper was fine after a while, just really sleepy. My boss even joked that it was the most relaxed he'd ever seen the dog. I'm still mortified, but at least it didn't cost me my job. I'll never live this one down, though.